So in this video, I will show you exactly how I made this 3D animated website with crazy animations like these, cinematic scrolling effects, and actually the kind of websites that usually agencies charge 10K for with a full development team. But I will teach you to do this without coding knowledge and fully with AI. So I've been a web designer for 5 years, working for the biggest brands in my country. So I will also teach you some design principles so that you're not making like AI slop websites. So we're going to use Claude, we're going to use Higgsfield, but you can use any other AI image or video generator. So let's get into it and I will show you the exact process I used to make this website. So I literally have the full prompt in my free Skool community in Cloud Skills. However, I do think that it is more valuable for me to walk you through my whole process. But if you want, you can just join the free academy and literally just copy and paste this. It does tell you to upload certain images, but yeah, it's just copy and paste. This will be the workflow. We are going to gather some inspiration. We are going to ask Claude to create prompts and then use Nano Banana Higgsfield to create images and use Kling to create the video. And then lastly, we use Claude to code the website using GSAP. I don't know why I only put GSAP, but also Tailwind, CSS, etc., etc. But it doesn't really matter. So what we are going to do is first going to gather inspiration. So for this website, you will need inspiration, you will need Higgsfield, and you will need Claude. That's it. So I will break down how I made this. So in the inspiration phase of the website, I saw this website. It was really a sick animation, for example, this. And I wanted a kind of animation where like a matcha leaf turns into a powder and then turns into and then the matcha will get poured into a glass. And the reason why I did it was to have a little storytelling in the hero section of the website. So I really like this animation. So what I always do is gather a lot of inspiration. And as you can see, I'm really detailed. For example, I'm literally explaining the whole animation, what I like about it, and I have a screenshot of everything. So based on the inspiration, I did make my own style guide. So without AI, I chose some typography that I liked and also the colors. And I liked especially this part of the animation where this thing, I don't know how to call it, will scroll down and elements left and right will just light up. So for that animation, I literally made my own label. It's a little bit weird. It's like my Dutch company name with 100% natural matcha, but it has Tonga Dali, Makaru, Shilajit, and it has TRT and human growth hormone and matcha with testosterone. So just for the sake of the tutorial, I found it a little bit funny. And eventually I just asked Nano Banana to make to change the label. So it made this. So after that, and you do need a little bit of creativity, I gathered some things online and I just made a sketch of what the animation must look like. So for example, we have like this texture of matcha leaves. Then after that, a leaf will get bigger. And then after that, something will happen with the leaf that will turn it into a powder. And then the powder will like turn into a matcha cup. And the matcha cup will eventually get in a hand. So something like that. So I literally just made a screenshot of this whole like sketch. And after that, I literally asked AI to create the different scenes for me. So like this, I literally just said, well, it is in Dutch. I don't know why he answered in Dutch because I tried to make the prompt into English, but he just replied in Dutch. I don't know why. But for example, it says leaves, one leaf with a dark background. And he actually just created a full prompt for me to put it in Higgsfield. So that's not really a certain prompt I use for this, but just be creative. So I said something like, I want to create these pictures in Higgsfield. Can you make the different prompts? And when you are making the prompt, think of how Higgsfield video works. Higgsfield video works if I put one frame in the second frame. I literally just explain everything so that he has a lot of context. And this is one of the most important things with AI. You have to be really, really specific to get good outputs. So after that, I got the different scenes. So these were the different scenes. I did make some changes to it. So for example, I didn't like this background. I wanted everything to be consistent because, well, if you aren't consistent, then AI will just create weird things. So you don't want that. So after that, I clicked on the video input, and in the video, you will literally have you can like send in the first frame and the second frame, and he will create a video out of this. So then after that, you have this. So the leaf will turn into one leaf. The one leaf will turn into powder. Powder will get in a glass, etc., etc. So after that, what I do is I literally just put every video into a video editor. You can do it in Canva or in CapCut. It doesn't really matter as long as the next function is available. So I literally just combine everything together. So because you are using the end frame as the start frame for the next video, everything will be in a good sequence and everything will flow good. If not, you can always adjust with AI, with Nano Banana. I made a lot of adjustments. I said something like, the transition isn't smooth. Can you change it? And well, he changed it, and eventually I got a good video. So that's a really important thing to do. So after that, what you're going to do is you are going to put the full video like together. And after that, you are going to export it, but not in a way that you think. You're going to export it as a image sequence. So you're going to click on export, and for the format, you are going to use PNG. So what he's going to do now is he is going to make every single frame, an image. So everything moves with one frame. So what AI does, or what you are going to code, you are of course going to code this as a scrolling animation. So what will actually happen in the code is that every scroll is like one frame. So it will eventually play as a video. And now once you have everything inside, you can just make a big prompt. So you can start with something like, I want to make a website for a matcha brand with a hero scrolling animation. What you're going to do is just create a new folder, and you can call it, for example, image sequence. I will just put text next to it because so that I know I am just making a test. And what I do is just reveal in Finder, and I am just going to drop every single like sequence in here to this map. So you can say something like everything is in the map image sequence. The animation must play when scrolling. And what I usually do is I always put in my style guide. So I have a plugin in Figma called it's called Figma to Code. I literally just select this, and he will like gather every like all colors, and I can copy it. I can go back to cursor. This is the style guide, blah blah blah, and here is the inspiration for the website. So what you're going to do now is go back on Figma and literally just copy everything. So you can make a screenshot of, for example, this section that you like, and then go back on cursor and paste it. And then you can copy the commentary you've made and just copy and paste it. And what I also do is install some Claude skills so that the whole process will be better. This one is especially for making Claude use less tokens. This one is really for web design, and this is also for web design. So I just copy everything. This is in my free Skool community, by the way. The link is in the bio if you want to join. and also tell him install this. So this is actually how I prompt AI. So yeah, that's literally how I created this website. And of course you have to iterate a lot because, well, AI, the first result isn't always like good. It's never good, by the way. You have to be really specific. So for example, if I want to change something, I just make a screenshot. What I sometimes even do is go on inspect and literally just select the element that I want to change, because sometimes AI is just really annoying. He can't like listen. So yeah, that's actually it. So if you got a lot of value from this video, don't forget to join my free Skool community. Not only am I going to show you how to make sick websites, but actually sell these websites to create a full web design agency for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next video.